Welcome to the world of Mime Over Matter. I have a Jakks-specific Altered Beast. This is probably the most appropriately named action figure I have ever seen because of how many times I had to go into Walmart and say, Weredragon, because it is incredibly hard to find, but luckily, patience paid off, and here, Dragon. Jakks Specific has been putting out a series of Sega action figures. This is the second of the Altered Beast. We saw our Werewolf help with the unboxing, so thank you very much, Werewolf. And looking at the box, we see on the back they've got his transformation view from the game, and then just a nice little shot of him in the action figure form standing. So we are going to do some amazing poses with him. I cannot wait. This is probably one of the action figures I've been looking forward to the most, and as I mentioned before, he was very hard to find, but I wanted to pay the $10 that he retails for because I find that an incredible price, and I did. And thank you, Walmart. Thank you, Jakks Specific. They made it available. You just gotta put in the time. All right, so looking at the electrical blast that shoots from his mouth, it plops right in. He's got a slightly articulated jaw, so it could fit in there. It's a little peg. Oh, he's got some incredible neck articulation. All of these different plates are articulated, so he's got some insane movement in there. It doesn't really go up or down, but it does go side to side, and it's got a kind of a telescoping view in there. And look at these shoulder joints. We've got some incredible movement in there. They can go all the way back. We've got really great elbow articulation. We've got some nice hip articulation. These guys are just incredible. The ankle articulation, so when you want to make him look like he's flying, they can go all the way back. And then when he's standing, because he's got those big wings, you need a big solid base for the foot. And then you could also, have him lean on his tail. So as far as support goes, this guy is very well supported, and he's got wing articulation. So you can make them go forward, go back, go up, go down. You can make him flying. The one thing, if you do have him flying like in the game, he doesn't look forward as much. So you might have to position his ab crunch a little bit and just make it look like he's looking forward, because he doesn't quite get that movement. And then he's got a little bit of jaw articulation. It doesn't stay open, but you can move it around a little bit. Might be able to get some talking and some stop motions in there. And this guy is massive. He is just a gigantic action figure. For the same price point as the other Sega figures, you really get your money's worth for the plastic made to make this guy. And just trying to get him to stand with his wings out so he could be as intimidating as possible. And then, of course, we need to compare against our werewolf figure, the original of the Altered Beast line. It's got pretty similar articulation in the shoulders, and the arms look very similar, but they've got the detail on them. We've got the fur versus the scale, so that is just, the detail work on these is amazing. And from the hips, it looks like they've got, again, similar hip articulation, as well as just design of the leg is similar but different because the dragon's just a little bit bigger. Then we've got the ankle articulation. He's also got those wide feet, so he stands pretty well. And then he's got his spikes on his elbows, so he can do a little bit of stabby, use them for watermelons and whatnot. And I just love this guy. And then I just want to do a quick size comparison of these two, just because I find it impressive that the design team, when they put these two together, they went more for the figure and how big he would be. Like, think of a werewolf versus a dragon, and they didn't just make him the same size, or perhaps they upscaled him so they could add more detail to the wings and everything, but they kept the same price point, which is amazing, because they could have marketed him as a deluxe figure. You just see how gigantic he is, but they did not. And instead, they gave us one of the greatest action figures I think I've gotten in quite some time. And this, of course, is Jakks Specific. So anyone who is familiar with what else they put out the new Simpsons toys, which are probably the greatest action figure line to be introduced in a few years. So the fact that Jakks Specific, in 1 year's time, has given me the Simpsons and the two Altered Beast figures, 3 of my top figures that I picked up in the last year. I went from owning no Jakks Specific toys to having 3 of my favorites. What an incredible company, what an incredible toy, what an incredible series. If you get a chance, pick them up, and thanks for watching.